Thanks, Phyllis. And now we return to a story that we started a short while ago, and that's, of course, the impact of the coronavirus and what possible impact it might have on the agricultural sector. This coronavirus outbreak has on agricultural trade. We're joined from our Pretoria studios by Andrea Campher, who's Agri SA's Disaster Management Centre Manager. Thanks so much indeed for joining us. Just before we came to you, we saw a little package on the screen about the state of agriculture and its vulnerability as a result of a coronavirus. Is it just about China, or is this now a global vulnerability that we have?
Good afternoon. Yes, no, it's a global pandemic, if we can call it that. The impacts are immense, however, it's not quantifiable at this stage. The unexpected and alarming spread of this virus has sparked fears of a global economic slowdown. South African agriculture exports about 25 commodities globally, which amounts to more than 10 million American dollars annually, and a quarter of that we export to Asia. So just to put that in perspective, but the World Health Organization also declared that this virus as a global pandemic, resulting in governments around the world to strengthen their containment measures. Yes.
All right. So, Ms. Campher, which products are at the biggest risk? Is it fruits? What is it that we're exporting?
Well, currently we're exporting wool, fruit, grains, beverages, vegetables and red meat. But the problem here is that there is containers in harbors all across the world with perishable fruit in them, and especially in China, where there is a cessation of labor. So we're sitting now with all this fruit in containers who cannot access markets. That's currently what we're facing.
All right. And at this stage, once the perishable goods are no longer viable, that's money lost that can't be recovered.
No, definitely. I think this coronavirus, I think you can call it an economic virus, because it affects the whole supply chain. If you just look at consumer behavior, the harbor infrastructure and cessation of labor, market access uncertainties, it's all interlinked with each other, and we have to mitigate these risks.
And how have you been trying to mitigate this risk?
Well, out of an Agri SA's point of view, our disaster management units are collaborating with commodity organizations and relevant government bodies to monitor the situation and communicate precautions and to our members and to farmers. We are also now looking at developing an infogram in all 11 official languages to provide to farmers and farm workers and to educate them on precautions to take and hygienic measures in the workplace.
All right, so that's on the South African side, but there's not much you can do once it's on ships and on air freight on the other side.
No, well, yeah, it's with labor also now affecting access to markets. People are not working, they are in their houses. What we can do is we can export it there to the countries, and then yeah, it's going to lie in the harbors and waiting to access markets.
I know one of the issues, you said a quarter of the trade goes to Asia, but there was always a call for a greater diversification in terms of destinations for our products. Is that something that's going to be accelerated?
Yes, definitely, but it's a long, tedious process to get access to certain markets.
All right. Okay, Ms. Campher, we're going to leave it there, but it certainly does look like a lot needs to be done, and done quite quickly, to try and save this disaster. Thanks so much indeed for your insights this day.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was Andrea Campher, who's Agri SA's Disaster Management Centre Manager.